Good morning, everyone. This is Teresa with Vintage Maine Finds, and I had so much fun Saturday. I went to my first indoor yard sale of the season, and Maine's yard sale season is short, my friends. But this house was in a 1960s ranch-style home, and the gentleman had just passed away a couple months ago, and he was 100 years old. God bless him. The house he built himself back in the 60s, and his wife decorated. It was the pinkest living room I had ever seen. They were just such an interesting couple. I really enjoyed speaking with the family. And I saw on the shelves in the living room these vintage Reader's Digest books. And I knew I had to bring them home and put them in my Etsy shop for all of you to enjoy for your next journals. The covers are so cool. So I thought that I would show you the covers, and then you can go to the Etsy shop and pick them up. I'm going to have them for $5 a piece. They are from the 1960s, the early 1960s, matter of fact. And I wanted to show you something. Her name was Edith, and she was a voracious reader. There were so many books in this house. But she had this habit of taking the dust jackets off the books and taking the end flaps and making them into bookmarks. And so in all these books, I found these end flaps. And I've just been enjoying them. Just look at the images, and I thought, oh, I just can't throw this paper away. They're so cool. So I thought what I would do is sew these flaps to, look at these, to some tea-dyed paper that I had done, and make a little tuck spot for you. Something like this. Let me show you this one over here. So whoops, sorry about that. We're out of the cradle today, folks. I've sewn it all the way around, and I've distressed it, and it's on tea-dyed paper, and I thought I would include one of these with each book that is purchased. And it'll be ready for you to decorate however you want, to fancy it up, or just enjoy it this way as a bookmark for yourself or as a little journaling spot. They also had a couple of fun things. They had this little, I don't know, it would be in the middle of the Reader's Digest book, and you would provide Reader's Digest with the names of friends that would like a free book. So I have that one as well. And there was this little pamphlet, about 4 pages. There was that, and there was one more thing. Oh yeah, this one. Look at this Audrey Hepburn. Note, there was a story that was in one of the books that's was going to be made into a movie, and on the back is the youngest Anthony Perkins I have ever seen. It's so cool. So the movie, I think, was called Green Mansions. So that's a possibility. You might get one of those too. But let's look at the covers so you can make some choices. So this is book number 1. Isn't that beautiful? Yep. And these, you know, although I think the bindings are fantastic, I know that you'll be gutting these and using them. So that's number 1. Isn't that beautiful? And number 2, love it. Front and back looks the same. The way they did the books in the 60s is just, I love it. When you get into the 70s, and 80s, they are just like a plain color usually, but the 60s, they really went out of their way under the dust jacket to make things just beautiful. And this one actually feels, the binding feels like cloth on it, but I just think it's so pretty. And let's see, number 4. Love that. Looks like wallpaper my grandmother used to have. Front and back. Let's look at this one. Oh yeah, look at that. Love that. That's exactly what these things remind me of. Vintage wallpaper. Oh, look at the leaves. That screams autumn right there. It really does. And I love this atomic paper. Look at that. Let's see. Okay, this binding I just noticed is coming apart, but look at the print. It's like little berries and snowfall, and oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. And this one, yeah, beautiful yellow. So there are pictures in most of these. I think all of them actually. Each story has different images. Some are photographs, like, oh, this is another one that feels like material. I love that print. So like the images of John JFK are in, those are photographs, black and white photographs in them. Look at that. That is beautiful. That reminds me of somebody's posh library right there. Wallpaper, dark. And there's I think there's an Alaskan one that has photographs, but most of them have the old fashioned images for their illustrations. I love the colors of them. That's pretty grand right there, that green. A little fast there for you. I'll make you seasick, won't I? And the last one is this. Love it. Okay. So, what is that? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 volumes will be listed in my Etsy shop. $5 a piece. And like I said, I think I'm going to, you know, leave me a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think about receiving one of those inside with every order. Okay, bye for now.